Okay, why did you go to Ottawa to see the Sens and Sabres again?
I know it's kind of weird, but a friend got us tickets and I just wanted to go on a road trip.
Aha! How'd you enjoy the game?
It was good. It was good, actually. Really back and forth. Sabres came out pretty flat, but they eventually, they battled back, brought it to a shootout. It was an exciting 6-round shootout. I think you would have liked it, and Sabres ended up winning 3-2. So how'd you enjoy the Leafs?
Don't even think about finishing that question!
And then, yeah, please do!
What a great goal!
Dude!
Crazy throwing waffles.
Who are you?
Optimus Prime.
Well, on the bright side, this video is going to be easier to edit because I don't have to put in any highlights. Leafs lose 7-0. Do I have to say the score, really? Leafs get their asses kicked and soundly handed to them by the Boston Bruins. Said it a few videos ago, sing it with me again. Who you gonna call? Slump Busters! You're welcome, David Krejci. There's a goal in there for you. The Leafs allow yet another milestone first. Tyler Seguin, of course, his first career hat trick in Toronto.
Not like that stings or anything.
And the Leafs hang their goalie out to dry once again. Actually, both. So, yeah, impressive record so far, but when you look at the losses, we're seeing a pretty bad pattern. And if you ignore for a second that the Bruins really suck in the standings right now, they're still the defending Stanley Cup champions. They're probably a good team. Leafs haven't really beaten a good team yet this year. They beat the Habs twice, but now they're getting better. They beat the Sens when the Sens were letting in 7 on like a regular basis. The Jets, the Flames, the Rangers, the Devils, and the Blue Jackets. Pittsburgh Penguins, that's the only really good team they've beaten, and they have to be missing 1 billion players. Leafs have lost to Colorado, who's having a damn good season. Philadelphia, who I think is overrated, but they're still a good team, and they're going to be in the playoffs. Boston twice, defending Stanley Cup champions, and the Sens after they have gotten much better. You can get mad at me for saying these things, or you could look at it, think about it for a second, and go, he's kind of right. And I'm not going to talk about the game like, here's these goals, and then because really, it's 7-0. I will say this. In terms of blame, first goal, 50-50. Wasn't great defensive coverage. Scrivens could have read it better. Can't really blame Scrivens for the second goal, because that's half a fluke and half wow by Tyler Seguin. Horrible night for the Gunnarsson-Phaneuf pairing, especially on that third goal. What the hell was that? And 4 and 5, just the body language, the defense, And when Scrivens got yanked after 5 goals, I read that he apologized to the team. I'm sorry, what the hell is he being sorry for? I'm tempted to say that was the poorest defensive outing this season. Not just statistically, Mr. Stefan Stats on the internet. I assume his name is Stefan. The rest of the team should be apologizing to Scrivens. Hey Ben, sorry about that whole not even showing up against the defending Stanley Cup champions in your second career NHL game thing. I wonder if it's like the voodoo of Tim Thomas. Because all anyone's ever going to remember about this game is the final score was 7-0. It was 1-0 after the first. And Tim Thomas is one of those goalies where if you feel like he's on, you kind of go, oh crap, friggin' Timmy's on. Do we just pack up now? Couple big saves. Okay, yeah, let's pack up now. And yeah, enough about this game. 7-0 loss. Now, to all the crazy panicky Pete's out there that are like, oh, the Leafs suck. I half agree because the Leafs sucked for that one game, and it was one game. And both games so far against the Boston Bruins, a team they play 4 more times. That's kind of concerning. But anyway, the record is still amazing, and they're still way up there in the Eastern Conference. It's not time to panic. The lack of compete in the team was terrifying, but sometimes you just flat out lay an egg. Unfortunately for the fans that attended this game, it was a dinosaur egg. I'll get to them in a sec. It's not time to panic, okay? However, Armstrong, Reimer, I don't care who's hurt, they've got to find a way to start beating good teams regularly. And if they can't do that, then you have my permission to panic. And last big point I want to talk about, the fans booing the Leafs off the ice. My knee-jerk reaction is to go, oh, Toronto, these guys, I mean, come on, they're so high in the standings, they play one bad game and now you're just going crazy. But I'll say this, I've been an enormous Leafs fan for my whole life. Up until like a couple years ago, the most games I'd ever been to in one season was like 2 games. Most of the time 1, if any. And I know that's the exact same case for a lot of the fans that go to these games. And if that's the one game you're going to see all season long, potentially for the next few seasons, yeah, you'd be pretty pissed. Because tickets are impossible to get. Forget the money part. I've only ever met like a handful of people that have ever paid for a Leaf ticket. Fans of other teams that are watching this right now are going, what? Leafs fans from Toronto and the surrounding area, you know this is exactly how it works. Hi, Tim? Hello, I'm Tim. Hey man, my second cousin's neighbor's lawyer's cat's plumber's librarian's cat has to have an appendectomy the day of the next Leafs game, and he can't go, so would you like to go to the game with me? Yes! Oh, I hope the dog's better and everything, but yes! That's why Leafs games are such a big deal. They're either really expensive or priceless. So the booing, I want to criticize it. I think it's kind of dumb. I don't really see how it helps the team that you're supposedly cheering for, but I get it. Because you never know when that dog's going to get appendicitis again, and you may not go to a Leaf game for a long, long time. 2 questions of the game. Question 1, do dogs actually have an appendix? 2, what did this game mean to you? Are you calm? You think it's going to be fine? Are you freaking out? What? I'm saying things are fine, but it's a very unconfident fine. It's the kind of fine you tell your brain the night before a paper's due and you haven't started. It's just 2,000 words. I'll just write that in the morning. It'll be fine. I'm expecting a lot of different answers for that one. So that's it for this one. Hopefully next time we meet, it's on better terms. Add me to Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, all the crazy in the bottom underbar, and please donate to my Movember team. I know it's tempting to donate to people with bigger mustaches, but keep in mind, I gotta wear this stupid looking thing. Most guys do in Movember, if you can actually grow one, they're going, hey, high five. I get pointing and laughing, and I'm stuck going, I know some of the hairs are blonde, kinda. But screw all that, it's not about me, it's about helping people out, so please.